This is Earl with Low Tech Mods, showing off another new design. This is a pipe-ish style mod that I'll be calling the Duke. There's two sizes. There's an 18-650 size and a 26-650 size. They have the little Low-Tech's etch on the side there. It's a side firing mechanical, similar to the detonator in that it's the copper tube. That's the battery housing in a wood block, and then it has a stem that comes out the bottom here to your 510. These 510s are adjustable. I've done them in a few different types of wood and a few different styles in the stems. This is a burl. It's a very nice looking piece of wood. Has a crazy sweeping stem on it. And you may wonder what this thing's all about here. This is how you put the battery in. These caps are pretty loose with a big brass spring in there. The tubes are vented in the middle of all these gears as well as on the lids. But you take your 18-650 or 26-650, the principle's the same with both mods, but you put it in positive side down and you put the cap on. You see it's got a little bit of play there. Well, you bring this piece up, push it down, bring this piece up, bring it over the top, and the spring causes it to become trapped. It's a very steampunkish design. And that's the side firing mechanical. To put an atomizer on there, you just loosen the outer housing on this 510 here. Screw on your atomizer all the way down, and then tighten the outside housing back down to the post. And like I said, they're kind of a pipe-ish style mod. I don't know how these will look with tanks on them, but I like drippers. When they sit, you can sit them down on their face like this, and they're fine. They will lean forward a little bit depending on the stems because the weight does kind of cause it to lean forward. A thing of note with these is, like the detonator, there are a lot of exposed metal parts, and these are all contact parts, so you got to be careful what touches what. This wire here you don't want touching anything from this black insulator down, so if it gets bent you want to make sure that you maintain a gap between there and there. You also don't want any piece of metal to come in contact between this plate and the tube. It'll cause it to fire. That's basically what the switch does. And one of the major things is this little piece right here. Because it's in contact with this outer sleeve here, this is all the negative. This is a negative point right here, and this whole piece is the positive point. So if anything was to make contact between these 2 points, any piece of metal, it would be a short across your battery. So that's one key safety thing that people need to be aware of, how you rest these or what you lean them against. They generally sit fine. You can put them on a metal table on their face like this and let the tube touch it. You're fine like that. Nothing's going to happen. But if anything makes contact between these two parts, it's potentially dangerous. So you have to be careful. But I've made these in a few different types of wood. This, like I said, was a burl. I did some red palm. This one has a little bit different stem on it. These bars just kind of sit floating without a battery in there to keep tension on that spring. It's really not going to stay up there on its own. It'll just fall off. And then I did two with these really long straight style stems. So this one's another red palm, and the other one I believe was a burl. Yes. They're all serial numbered for battery sizes. I think it's 1 through 6 for the 18650s right now, and then 1 through 5 for the 26650s. Here is a 26650 in zebra wood, and it works exactly the same. You take your cap off, take your 26650, put it positive side down, put your cap on, hold tension on the cap there, and then put that piece over the top, and you're good to go. They're not really a pocket-friendly mod, but you know, they're just a unique look that I think people might enjoy. So here's the one in Cocobolo. This one's got the crazy bent tube stem too on it. But I hope y'all enjoy them. They will be going up for sale shortly. Thanks for watching.